Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Janice and I'm a Thermomix consultant. So I've been overseas. I've had a lovely adventure for the last 6 weeks, and I got home yesterday. First thing I'm going to do, I've got a few jobs I'm going to do just to get my all my fridge back on track, you know, with mayonnaise, and I'm making some pickled onions and stuff. But I also thought that I would tell you about a little competition I'm going to have. But first up, what we're going to do is, this is the sourdough starter that I left in the fridge. Now I've smelt it. It smells great. It's very strong. The liquid on top's called the hooch, and I'm going to leave that in there because otherwise, I mean, I was tipping it off, but I do feel that that would change the hydration of your sourdough starter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed it. So I'm going to give it, I'm going to do 100 grams of flour and 100 grams of water, let that discard, and then I'll feed it again, and then I'll see where I'm at. I'm not going to make any bread this week anyway, because I haven't got time. Back to work tomorrow. So, but in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed this first job, and we're going to need the scale, and we're going to do 100 grams. Now, I think I've worked out that this is 50 grams. Let's see if I'm right. 54, so not quite a full one. 96, 97, and then a sprinkle. Okay, that'll do. We'll call that 100 grams. Now we're going to get some water happening in here. We want 100 grams. Don't know why I do that. This has got a pouring spout, and it's so much easier to control if I just use the pouring spout. Okay, perfect. It's a bit over, but we'll sort that out as we go. So now we're just going to give it 1 minute and 20. One minute 20, 37 degrees, speed 2. Okay, and then while that's happening, I'll tell you a little bit of an idea. What I've got is, hang on, okay, right here. What I've got is this cookbook, and I've got a few of the Thermomix magazines. Now, what I'm going to do is, anyone can win this regardless of where you live. I will mail it to whichever country, state, town you live in. You'll just have to provide a mailing address. So I think I'm going to have one book and then 4 magazines. So there'll be an opportunity to win 5. There'll be, 5 prizes. I'll just toss that down there. And how we're going to do that is, while I was away, I purchased 5 aprons, and they were my souvenirs for the trip. Rightio, so let's keep going with this. I'm going to mix this in quickly. Rightio. And so what we're going to do is, I am going to be wearing them over the next, month. Probably over the next month, I should have the opportunity to have worn them all. And now I don't know who's been following me, where I've been, but if you see me wearing them, if you want it in the video, comment in the video and have a guess as to where I bought them. And who is first commenter with the correct answer will be the winner. So I hope that was easy enough to understand. So just which country you think I bought them in, or even if you can guess exactly where I may have purchased them, what I might have been doing at the time. But anyway, the main thing is the country, what country I purchased them in. Rightio, so that is the competition, and you have to comment. Comment, tell me, first person to comment with the correct guess is the winner. Once we've sorted that out, if you want to message, or once we announce the winner, if you want to message me your address, I will mail you the whatever the prize is. First thing that I will do will be the book. That will be the first apron that you see. That will be the book. Rightio. So that's done. That's fed. And oh yeah. And we will set that aside now to do its bit. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to, I'm going to slice a few things up because I'm going to make some red onion pickle. Oops. I'm going to pop that in there. Oops. But I want to slice an onion. And a cucumber and grate a carrot. So what have we got there? I think we've got the slicing blade up top. So we're going to do thick slices for both the onion and the cucumber. Yeah. And I'm going to do a coarse grate on the carrot. I need a knife. Okay, I've got 2 onions. And I'm going to put them into this and then pour boiling water over them. And then I've actually got a recipe, but I will catch up with the recipe when I get to making the brine. I'm just trying to do it in a reasonable order so there is a little bit less washing up to be done. Rightio, is that going to fit in there? Nope. Going to go to, I've got the slicer grater attachment, and now we're going to go to, what are we going to go to? We're going to go to the modes, and we want the slicing. Now we want a thick slice, so let's put that there, and I'll get this peeled and ready to go in, because it does go pretty quickly. See if that one will fit. Maybe not. That's okay, we'll see how we go. Right, we're going to go thick. doing the onion first because I don't care if I don't want celery or carrot in the onion, but not celery, cucumber or, I don't want cucumber or carrot in the onion, but I don't care if the other ones get mixed up with onion or whatever. So, if that made sense. Oh, it's all sticking to me. Rightio. So that's our sliced perfect. It's quite strong. I've got tears now. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour boiling water over this. Oh. My eyes are stinging. Rightio. Cover that with boiling water and set it aside. Okay. Or it can just stay there. And now we're going to go slicing up do the cucumber. Now I'm going to slice this whole cucumber. It's going to be my snacks for the week, so but it'll probably only last a few days, this cucumber anyway. I grabbed one quickly when I went to the supermarket. Just so that I've got a bit of cottage cheese to go with it. Oh yeah, we want thick slices. So I can use them for, like dipping. Rightio. Thick. Oh, I just grated it. I put it in back to front. I just grated that. Ah well, there'll be no dipping going on, will there? So I put the blade in upside down. Doesn't matter. It will be perfect. I'll have to mix it into the cottage cheese. That will be perfect. Okay. So now we've got the grating up again. Can't believe I did that. Doesn't matter. I'm going to keep telling myself that. This is my new potato peeler I got from the mix shop. I absolutely love it. There's no breaking in period. Right. Is that going to fit in there? No. Okay. Now we're going to grate this thick. I can't believe I did that. Okay. Let's put this over here. I'll just have to eat it with a fork and I'll mix it through the cottage cheese. Now, the best thing about this grater is my bowl. I've sliced all that. It's a bit wet from the. It's a bit wet from the water I heated up for to do the sourdough starter, but there's no vegetables in there. So let's put this aside. Okay. So I've put all that stuff away. And what we're going to do next is I'm going to do the pickled onion brine, the brine for the pickled onions. So I've saved that to my week. And there it is, the red pickled onions using the cutter. And it says to set aside 2 glass bottles, approximately 250 ml. I've just got this one. So that should be big enough. Okay. Now it says to slice the onions, which I've already done. So we've done that. Place the onions in a bowl and cover with boiling water and then set aside for 5 minutes. So that's nearly up. But I thought I will then strain through the simmering basket and place in jars. I'm going to strain it through I've got a strainer that I'm going to strain it through. And now it says apple cider vinegar. Now I like the white vinegar because it doesn't give it as much, like the apple cider vinegar actually gives it a flavour, but I just want these plain. So we're going to do, now this here, the only thing that's been in there is the water from the sourdough starter. Next, 50 grams of caster sugar. Okay, and then 2 teaspoons of sea salt. In there, I'll fix it later. Okay, 100 grams of water. Now, and we're going to bring that up to temperature. So without the measuring cup, 3 minutes at 100 degrees, speed 2. Anyway, so while that's happening, I am going to strain my onions and get them into the bowl, and I'll be back. Okay, so that's our onion. And then it says to pour this over the top of the onions. And so they're completely covered. Okay. And then push down. Now these go in the fridge for a couple of days. Hang on. So we're going to seal them and set aside to cool at room temperature. place in the fridge for a minimum of 2 days to pickle before using as desired. So it's that simple. Obviously you can do a thinner slice or a thicker slice, but I like the thick slice that you get with the slicing attachment. Rightio. Our next thing is to put some mayonnaise in our mayonnaise jar, because I went to make a sandwich when I got home yesterday and there was no mayonnaise left. So, my week, mayonnaise. I'm going to leave this to cool down a little bit before I start, because that's quite hot. So, rightio. So I've just set that aside to cool down a bit, because I didn't want to cook the egg and then it hit the bottom of the bowl. Now we're going to measure out our oil. Now I use this light tasting olive oil. It doesn't, like olive oil I find in mayonnaise, unless you're chasing that olive oil flavour, it's very overpowering, and I don't like the taste of the grapeseed oil. I started out, I did, but I think I just got, I don't know, I don't love it. So, but this, I really like the mayonnaise made on it. So we want 250 grams. I always buy a few bottles of this whenever it's on a really good special. It's a bit more. Okay, perfect. Now, set that aside. Next, set that aside. Place an egg at room temperature. A teaspoon of lemon juice or a teaspoon of vinegar. That was about half a cup. 1 to 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. Now I also don't mind it if you're making sushi, if you add a bit of, instead of this mustard, add wasabi. It's really nice as well. I'll add a bit more because this is all stuck to the... some black pepper, which is optional, and half a teaspoon of salt. I'm not going to put the black pepper in. Okay. Lid on. And now we're going to go for 1.5 minutes at speed 4. And while we're doing that, we're going to very slowly pour the oil onto the mixing bowl lid. I'm going to pour it through the hole, letting it trickle into the bowl. I always need more time than what they give me because I really go slow. another 30 seconds, speed 4. And then the other thing I do is I also give the bottom a really good scrape. This is normally a few little bits of egg yolk on the bottom. So I always like to give it a scrape up just to get it all mixed in. I don't think you can overmix mayonnaise. I never have. And I'm always giving it extra time. Okay. So. No, there is no egg yolk on the bottom of that. It is all perfectly mixed. And then serve as desired or transfer into a bottle. So that was my couple of jobs I wanted to get done today. And I also wanted to let you know about that competition for the book and for the 4 Thermomix magazines. And that's the second magazine. I've got a few left over, so yeah. If you want to win those, all you have to do is, when you see me wearing one of my new aprons, comment and say where you think I bought it, what country you think I got it from. And some of them are not obvious, but I think everyone will have a reasonable chance at guessing it. Rightio? Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, could you please give it a thumbs up, pop over to my channel and subscribe, and I really hope I'll see you next time.